Yeah. My great-grandmother, which her name was Pari Jan, and then later on when they got the family name Shahidpur, which means, Shahidpur means son of martyr. Pari Jan Khanoum was only 22 years old when they martyred her husband actually in the morning, and they martyred her father in the afternoon. And she had 2 children. Her daughter, which was the eldest child, was only a few years old, I believe 5 or 6 years old, and her son was only a few months old baby. And anyway, after they martyred both her husband and her father, then they went and attacked her house, and everything was taken from her house, everything. She had told, passed to my mother and others that later on, that for 40 days how she was hidden different places, and in fact she had said it that quite for a few nights and days she was living behind the walls of different people's orchard and places. Then finally somebody saw her and told her that she could go and stay with them, but she shouldn't leave the house or make any noise, because also that family was afraid that Sheikh, who was killing them, would find her. And the reason that also Sheikh was looking for her, because he wanted her, our great-grandmother, to sign and give all the properties that they have, also give it to them. But anyway, our great-grandmother Pari Jan Khanoum had said that after 40 days when she comes back to the house, everything was taken out, found nothing, except because it was during Nowruz and winter time, they had wrapped their fruit trees with some mat, you call them mats, something like that, and then she just opened those mats and put it on the floor. Then she could put her 2 children, not to be on concrete, just on the floor, on those mats. She was about 22 years old, yes. And just imagine somebody who is 22 years old, we are talking about years and years ago of in Iran without anything, and you lose both husband and father, who could be 2 men in your life, but anyway, that's basically briefly her situation. But she lived a long life and she never got married. She always said that she wanted to be faithful to her husband and stay, to have that eternal bond with her husband. But she said that although they took everything from her, but she was blessed that summer, that because they were farmers, they had orchards and things, that how she got so much of produce and everything, that everything she was able to get everything back. And something that really is standing out, this tablet that Abdul Baha revealed for her, that says, with all these things that happened to you, despite all this, thou didst not waver, nor didst thou give a concealed sigh. That how she handled the whole calamities.
You have a daughter?
Yes, I have a daughter, beautiful daughter, Ruhi Hiebert, yes.
And your husband?
Darren Hiebert, yes.
And you live in?
Madison, Alabama, United States. I don't think anybody made mistake with Alabama.